A very good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for taking time out to be with us. It's a beautiful sunny day out here in Johannesburg. A perfect excuse for us to all come together. And we're just a few moments away, minutes actually, from the opening of season 4 of hashtag She Owns Her Success. And I'm going to be your online face today, journeying with you through the workshops, the different experiences that we're going to be having here today. And we are so happy that you took the time out to be with us. Over 3,000 of you joining us online. COVID was scary, but it definitely showed us that there's still ways for us to connect in impactful ways, and that's exactly what we're doing here today. It's all about your success, it's all about financial success, and it's about us growing, and lots of topics that we're going to be going on throughout the day. And I'm excited. It's the red carpet. I want to see what the ladies are wearing. I want to know what they're looking forward to. And of course, I'm not alone on this beautiful afternoon. I'm with Shirlene, and she's going to be handling all the activities that's happening inside. And we're going to link up with her a little bit later on. Right now, though, joining me right now is Nontogozo. She's the Chief Marketing Officer for Momentum Metropolitan Holdings. Hello.
Hi, Rory.
Looking like a snack.
Thank you.
Was that the plan?
I knew I would find all of this here. Look at your shoes. I'm jealous.
Listen, we're
Loving
fighting
the
today.
hair, I'm jealous. And the face beat, obviously,
Listen,
gorgeous.
we've got to blink twice today.
Yeah.
You don't blink once. You got to double tap it.
Yeah.
Beautiful day out in Johannesburg.
Stunning.
Everybody's looking great. You look amazing.
Thank you.
Talk me through today. I mean, lots of planning for us to come together. No financial drama.
Oh, my God, shall stand in my way.
Hallelujah.
No financial drama shall stand in my way.
Church.
I refuse.
We're taking it to church. I feel like we're taking it to church. Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
And so here's the beauty about She Owns a Success, and this is based on the feedback we've been getting from people who've been with us over the years.
Yeah.
They love the fact that we get real.
Okay.
We get real. There is no perfection. We're all going through similar stuff. Vulnerability and truth is welcome. There is safe space.
Yeah.
So they love all of that, and we get really practical.
Yeah.
So through the workshops, we've paid attention to how people are teaching, and so that people who are online and here can get the same value.
Yeah.
And because we're a financial services brand, it made sense to start with a financial or a money-related conversation.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And a very important one, particularly
Yeah.
for I want to almost call it the climate we find ourselves in South Africa, with so many things happening. And of course, finance being at the core of it. How are we going to survive? How are we going to make it? There's workshops today. I've seen some of the topics that are lined up. Your truth versus achievements and finding that. We've got things like getting, your worth. Great conversations that we're having. What can people look forward to in the workshops today?
I think people can, look at, I think we would have succeeded if we just normalize the fact that we can talk about money.
Come on.
Every time I do media engagements, I say, why is it that we talk about what's going on in our relationships and sex lives and whatever, and we don't talk about money?
Yeah.
And actually, we need to normalize saying when we are struggling, normalize asking questions, normalize getting tips and help from people who've gone the journey.
Yeah.
So I think people should expect that they will get real practical help.
Yeah.
And we've gone all out, guys. We've got Shirley Zaddis. I
I watched an interview of her too. Also looking gorgeous, Matthew.
You know what? He gets real about relationships.
Yep.
He gets real about relationship dynamics.
Yeah.
And he's actually been the one person who teaches well virtually.
Yeah.
Because obviously everybody's busy. We wish we could have flown them here.
Yeah.
But I think what's important for us is we're here to enable every woman's journey in terms of financial success. And if you do not get anything out of today, you would really have let yourself down. Yeah.
It's not possible.
It's not.
It is not possible. It is not possible.
We've got small, bits of things for everybody.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Season 4, quickly before I let you go.
Yeah.
For somebody who's been with us through the different seasons, what do you think is maybe, I guess, our take home this year? Where we go, okay, this is what was special about season 4.
Yeah. So every year, like I said, we do research. And what we always try to do is to take what we're hearing from research, process it in a way that's digestible, in a way that is content worthy, and in a way that kind of lends nuggets so that we don't overwhelm people with information. This year, our theme is She Is Going For It Again. going for it again. And you go for it again
Absolutely.
after failure, learning lessons,
Absolutely.
after victories and moments of achievement, because
Yeah.
that's your passion, after tries and doors being locked and slammed and being told no.
You gotta go.
And after having small victories, you're pursuing bigger victories. The point is, because we are about momentum, your success is a constant journey and you're constantly working on achievement and progress, learning
Absolutely.
and progress.
Absolutely.
So this year is really about how, from whatever stance or perspective, you have to go for it again.
You have to
You
go for
have
it
to go for
again.
it again.
Look, Matt, we're excited. Thank you so much. You
I'm
look
so
stunning.
glad.
We've
I'm
got to take a.
glad.
Do you do TikTok?
Me?
Instagram?
I mean, the brand team.
Facebook?
Who, me?
Okay, this is the point where you walk away. And in just a little bit, I'm going to speak to somebody who actually is on the social platforms. We're going to be speaking to her in just a little bit. Just in case you're wondering what today has in store for you, take a look at this. Lots of fun in store for us. Listen, we're doing it. And we're going to do it big. Remember, we're doing it again. See you in a bit. I mean, if that does not convince you that today has so much in store for you, then I don't know what will. Don't forget to use our hashtag. And remember, we love hearing from you. Make sure that you are keeping in contact. Use those fingers today. Tell me what you're wearing, right? Maybe you're dressed up in the comfort of your own home. We want to see it all. Make sure that you are sending us through it. This is somebody who needs no introduction. This one. I was teasing our previous guest about being on social media. This is somebody who's done incredibly well in positioning herself, not only just as somebody who's present on social media, but from a business perspective. Getting the bag. Lungile, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm
That is an
fantastic.
amazing introduction. Thank you.
The bag, babes. We're talking about the bag today. You've had an incredible year.
Thank you. I
Take me
appreciate
through just how it has been, and maybe just some learnings that you've taken out.
It's been amazing. It's been amazing to experience beauty or the beauty influencer space from the other end,
Nice.
which is the business end, the entrepreneurial side as well.
Yeah.
So it's been a huge learning opportunity. It's been great to also be exposed to brands that also want to collaborate with you
Yeah.
on that perspective.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been, and it's still continuing to be such an amazing journey.
I mean, I want us to just to touch on, I mean, some of the topics we're going to be looking at today go from getting your worth, going for it again, leveling up. And you really have done that, A lot of
you.
people first knew you as somebody who's like really, really good with makeup. And now, businesswoman again.
I know.
You are slaying the bags. You are out here. You are doing huge collaborations. What would you say was that moment where you knew you had to switch things up for yourself? That you needed to give yourself an opportunity to go for those things that maybe everybody else is not going for?
I think in my personal journey, it was always a preset for me.
Sure.
So when I started out, I always had a plan before everything. So for me, it was just allowing God in my life for things to just manifest themselves and for my course of life to take my route in life to take its course. But everything was preset. But I'm really excited and to learn from people today, and
Yeah.
because you can only learn from people that have walked the path before
Absolutely,
you.
yeah.
So yeah, and that's what
It's the power of sharing. It really is.
Exactly.
I mean, like I said in the beginning, you had a fantastic year. You've done well for yourself. You're on the business side of things now. But things do get tough.
They
And oftentimes we
do.
interact with you on social media. She's always slaying on social media. Just by the
Thank
way,
you.
give us space, babes. Not just vele. But sometimes, social media and the pressures of what what we see in this virtual reality can give us an impression that somebody is always okay.
This is true.
You know, what keeps you going when it's not okay? You know, when and this, I think this is what I love about this series is that we tell the truth. What keeps you going in those times?
What keeps me going is just reminding myself why I started to begin with. And the reason why I started to begin with was because I wanted to contribute to a platform where women were uplifted, that was inclusive for women, not only on a racial perspective, but on a financial perspective as well. And everything that I've gotten into in my journey in entrepreneurship has been with that in mind, with that at the core.
We're so proud of you.
Thank you so much.
We really are, and we can just hope that God will just continue to do amazing things in your life. Get that bag, baby. Secure it, lock it, put a padlock on it. Make sure no one touches it. Thank you so much for getting time to speak. We'll catch up with you a little bit later on. Hashtag she owns her success. Such a powerful statement, right? You own it. It's yours. It's your success. And a little bit later on, we're going to be having great conversations in terms of how do we even define the success, right? So make sure that you are sticking around a little bit later on. I know that Matthew will be around and he's going to be touching a lot on that. For now, though, let's see what today has in store for us.
The advice that I would give to a businesswoman:
number one, start. Don't ever lose that focus. Don't get distracted.
Constantly choose to be brave.
Success has a personal meaning for everyone.
Is that I get to do what I love every day.
Going the extra mile.
One life changed is what success means to me. As a small business owner, you can never have enough advice. You can never have enough cash for the business. All you need is that financial injection to basically make you grow and expand your business to greater heights. I'd advise you to please put yourself forward for this opportunity.
Join the conversation and using the hashtag
Advice for Success.
This year, it could be you.
Some fantastic advice, and I cannot wait for our next guest masterclass. She is a force. Right? I'm actually just going to leave it there. You'll get to see her a little bit later on in her masterclass, and we have the absolute pleasure of catching up with her before she goes inside. Zivu,
Hello.
how are you?
I'm super excited.
Hey, we look cute today. Selfie day. This is the day we change profile pictures, just by the way. WhatsApp, Instagram, everywhere, we change it because we're looking great. Zibu, I mean, we're going to be experiencing you a little bit later on with the masterclass. You're always in these kind of conversations. And for us, maybe it's once in a while when we allow ourselves to be engaged with it. Why is it so important to have a platform like we're having today?
Well, one of the biggest thing about having such a platform is money, right? In 2022, can you make anything happen without having access to finances?
Sure.
And as women, we're wanting to push our communities forward. We want to put our agendas forward as women. And in order for us to be able to effectively put our agenda center stage, we need money.
Yeah.
And I'm here, obviously, as a future president to make sure that when I run my fundraising campaign, I've got millionaires of women just waiting to say, with our resources as women, we're pushing a female president forward.
Where does this, I almost want to say die krag, what's the English word? I can't find the English word. The audacity. That's the word I'm looking for. Where does this audacity come from to want to go for these things where, I mean, for decades, whether you're talking socially, whether you're talking within the workforce, where women have always kind of been told, babes, you're cute, you're really good at what you do, but just stay there. So, vakum die krag uit, nee? Where?
I love that question. And it's got a lot to do with days like today, right?
Yeah.
Because when growing up, I think the first time I actually saw a woman in power, it was Margaret Thatcher.
Come on.
I mean, she was on TV and she was leading the UK. I was like, so she's the one.
Yeah.
And I was trying to look at my situation and look at my surroundings.
How do I get there?
How do I get there?
Nice.
How do we as women, how can I contribute to my country and make it as effective as what I dream about.
Yeah.
So I think the encouragement comes from situations such as today. And I'm hoping at home somewhere on via Teams, there's a young person that's looking at, and it's women talking about money. I mean,
Yeah.
that just tells you,
Yeah.
get the krag and go ahead and get the money.
Vat die krag, man. Get the bag. Go get it. She sounds cute right now, but I know when she gets into a talk, she really comes down hard on us. What can we expect in the masterclass? Don't want to cute to know, but later.
Listen, today I'm a kitten. I'm here for you. But honestly, when we get to Masterclass, what you can look forward to is information that can actually help you change your situation.
Nice.
Now, a lot of women have already crashed their financial cars.
Yeah.
I always make that example, like you got your first Ferrari and maybe you're not in the best
Yeah, the
financial
wheel is
situation.
facing this way.
The wheel is facing that way. You're really not sure. Today is an opportunity to go through this program and I think across workshops and
Nice.
find out what can you do to get a brand new financial lease on life. That's
Sure,
what you
we
can
cannot
look forward to.
wait. We're looking forward to catching up with you later. You look amazing. Enjoy the rest of the day. Go easy on us, man, later on. Nee, just a little bit.
Definitely.
But no, we need the truth, so please keep it coming. And that's it where you can look forward to her masterclass a little bit later on. Lona Maseko has something to say to you. Check it out.
Whatever opportunity comes, even if it's not related to what you set out to do, if it's an opportunity, take it. When you are there, you will get an explosion of information. You will be exposed to those things that then will sort of ground you, or you will find yourself and find what is it that you are passionate about.
In case you've just logged on, you are officially in the biggest party ever. It's a season 4, hashtag She Owns Her Success. Thank you so much for honoring our invitation and joining in on the fun, but more than the fun, all the knowledge and impact that we're going to be having here today is going to last us a lifetime. So we're so glad that you're joining us here. I'm standing here now with Linda, and she's got a seat at the table today. She's physically here, and I can't wait to hear what she's looking forward to. Who got it?
Well, and you?
I'm good. Linda, take me through what you're looking forward to today.
I'm looking forward is it on?
Yes, it's on. I can hear you loud and clear.
To all the speakers that's going to speak today, and I'm especially looking forward to Shirley.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why is that?
I don't know, I'm just like so excited.
Do you feel like she goes for those conversations that I guess most people run away from?
I think so.
Yeah, I think it's almost like she's our spokesperson, like, say it, say
Yeah,
it,
just say it,
say it,
just
say
say
it,
it.
say it on our behalf, say it on our behalf.
Yeah.
And of course, there's incredible women that are going to be joining us here today. We have about 3,000 that are watching virtually. Take home for you? Like if there's one thing you want to take away with in terms of your finances, like a lesson, what do you think you're listening out for?
Oh, I'm not sure. I'm just going to grab whatever I get. And
Yeah.
I love learning and taking stuff, and I'm definitely going to take something home today.
Absolutely lovely. Linda, we are so happy you're here. You look stunning.
Thank you very
Go
much.
get some drinks. It's just a few more minutes before we start. And we'll link up with you a little bit later on
Thank
to
you
hear
very
how
much.
it all panned out.
Thank you.
Awesome stuff. That's Linda. She's joining us live right here. It's a tag word. You hear it being thrown all the time. Women empowerment. Are you tired of it? No. Should we say it more? Absolutely yes. Check this out. So the likelihood is that if you have a female-focused event, that only women will be allowed. But here on season 4, everyone is welcomed. And joining us is a young man who's also been very vocal about understanding that men need to be allies when it comes to female and women issues, whether it's in society, whether it's in the workspace. It's about time. Hello.
Hi, Rory.
You're
how
looking
are you?
dapper.
Thank you. I tried.
So you wore a blazer for us today.
Yeah, I did.
You know you
I
didn't
did.
wear it for you. You wore it for us.
I did. How are you, man?
I'm fantastic. I was on your Instagram the other day, and you were mentioning some really crazy stats.
Yeah.
I think men are sitting at about 6,600.
More than
More
women. Yeah.
than women.
For comparable work, actually. For comparable work.
That's crazy for me. Can we have these kind of conversations outside of men?
I think we should have these conversations like as both genders. I think that's very key. Because I think the conversation and what sparked on my sort of like on my Instagrams and on all of my platforms was a conversation of men hitting back and saying, but does this not disadvantage men now, right?
Yeah.
So reverse disadvantages. And I said to them, look, I think we need to understand that there's a gap that we need to reassess, and we need to bring women to parity.
Yeah.
And then when we do that, we can then have an equality conversation relative to people making the same for the same amount of work.
Absolutely. I love that. I love that. It needs to move to a point where we're having an equality conversation. I know that there's people watching, thousands of them, and obviously great, very in-depth conversations are going to happen today. What are you looking forward to?
I think what I really want is I want the conversation around parity and women's success to be something that is outside of an echo chamber of just women.
Absolutely.
I want the conversation to be outside. And I think women as well to be open to the critique that will come from men, because men, some of them don't know better, right? And I don't want it to be a conversation of, well, you don't know, you should go learn. I think it should be a conversation of what are the key points that I, as an ally, right, can say to my guys, and also as a proponent, a female proponent of equality, what do I need to say to actually get my points across without either being angry or feeling like I'm attacked, because men don't know better a lot of them.
Yeah. I almost want to ask it as plain as this. We know it's not right.
Yes.
Why is it so hard for the system to change?
I think we live in a very interconnected system, right?
Sure.
So we look at pay gaps and gender parity at work in corporate societies as a very minute thing on its own. It's not. You have to look at how companies are created, right? A lot of them, yes, they may be public, but they were started by people. Who were those people? A company will always be a representation of the people that started.
Yeah.
Women need to start more businesses so that they can set the ground rules of how those businesses will operate with its employees, its suppliers, and everybody else.
Yeah. Exciting times that we have. We've got an amazing group of ladies that are going to be joining us today. And I almost want to ask you the same question that I'm asking the ladies, right? That what keeps you going? When those times don't quite line up, when you've made, bad financial decisions, when it doesn't look like things are going to come together, what would be your, I keep going again?
So I have a very simple analogy, and I hope a lot of people understand soccer. So you need to pass back to the goalie and ultimately fix your shape as a team. So you need to say, I've made bad decisions. What is my passing back to the goalie? It's reassessing what my budgets, looking at the money that's coming in. A lot of people focus on the wrong things.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to say, I need to cut, when in actual fact, you need to make more.
Sure.
You need to make more. So that, because a lot of people aren't necessarily living outside of their means, right? Within a certain class. It's just that you're pressed. So you need to figure out, how do I increase my money so that my life actually fits within my budgets?
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having a chat with us.
Thank you, Rory.
How do we follow you? Because I know you've always got very interesting stuff happening on social
At
media.
Mustafa, it's at MOOSHTAFFA across all my platforms. TikTok is doing quite well.
TikTok is doing well?
TikTok is doing real numbers. Thank you.
Alrighty, TikToker. We're going to be catching up. Make sure that you are following him on all social media platforms. Like I said, quite informative. I love how he just gives good pieces of advice and information in size bites that you can take, but hopefully leave you thinking and seeing how you can better your life. We are counting down, just a few more minutes left before the official opening of season 4 of #SheOwnsHerSuccess. In case you just joined us and you want to know what's going down today, have a look at this. You're joining us live on the red carpet for hashtag She Owns Her Success. It's season 4, baby. We're going bigger and better and making sure that by the time we say goodbye this afternoon, you are loaded with information. I've got beautiful ladies now. Hellos. Firstly, is it what I think it is?
It is.
Just stretch a little bit. Oh, darling, darling.
What a beautiful coincidence.
You look amazing.
So
you also
you,
look nice, babes.
darling.
But I mean, there's synergy here. Ladies, it's a great, beautiful day out in Johannesburg. What are you looking forward to, my love?
I'm looking forward to the speakers. I had a look at the program and all the topics there speak to real life issues that women experience today. I'm obviously looking forward to Lupita as well.
Yes.
A female superstar.
Yeah.
And yes.
So it's the talks, it's the workshops, the market classes that you're looking forward to. I'm going to ask you a follow-up to that. Let me ask you, what are you looking forward to, my love?
I don't know if I'm allowed to say, but I know there's a special guest that I've been waiting to see and hear from. So I won't reveal now, but you guys will just figure it out when he comes on.
Okay.
When he comes on.
When he comes on. Yes. Okay, I think she's given us hints already that there's a he somewhere. Ladies, one financial, I guess, goal you're looking forward to. You know, something that you maybe wrote in December when you're doing resolutions and whatnot. What's that one thing you're gunning for when it comes to your finances? Let me start with you.
I have a number, 50K per month.
Okay.
I'm gunning for that. That's an achievable amount if I put in the work and also put in the time. And I know that if I've put things in place and also tools in place, that I can achieve that goal. So that's how the 50K is going to come together.
Hey, give anybody 50K. 50K. Hey, I need to behave today. Hey, Papa, what are you looking? What's that one thing you're gunning for?
For me, it's just to infiltrate the agricultural sector as a black young woman and doing it in such a sense that I empower more black women economically in rural development and, yes, multiple streams of income, of course.
You know how I would respond to that answer? Ladies, you look stunning. We're going to have a fantastic afternoon. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you guys inside. And I'm excited for the workshops. You've given us hints. She's given us hints. I don't know. Okay, I must keep quiet. Okay. Run away then so that I don't keep asking you. All righty, we're going to find out exactly what today has in store for us. Keep watching. Keep sending those messages and don't forget to put in our hashtag She Owns Her Success.
The advice that I would give to a businesswoman:
Number 1, start. Don't ever lose that focus. Don't get distracted.
Constantly choose to be brave.
Success has a personal meaning for everyone.
Is that I get to do what I love every day.
going the extra mile.
One life changed is what success means to me. As a small business owner, you can never have enough advice. You can never have enough cash for the business.
All you need is that financial injection to basically make you grow and expand your business to greater heights.
I'd advise you to please put yourself forward for this opportunity.
Join the conversation using the hashtag
Advice for Success.
This year, it could be you.
Listen, man, that's definitely what I'm loving about what today is all about. It's those nuggets. It's those nuggets that change our lives. It's that one advice that you get from someone that completely turns around your life. And that's exactly what we're aiming to do here today. Our next guest, I think it was an interview or I was watching her speak. She ravaged my life. Honestly, she collapsed it. Everything I thought I knew about finance, I was like, maybe not. And she's always looking absolutely amazing, and this afternoon is no different. Please help me welcome Samke, founder of TNC Wealth Partners. She is a panelist today. She is an author. She's a podcast host, and she looks stunning. Hello.
Hey, Rory.
How are you?
Good, and you?
I'm telling the people the truth that they mustn't look at you like this. Me,
yes.
I know you.
Yes.
Me, I know you. When you get there,
you interviewed me. It was your show.
And
it was 2016, and you were just like snapping, and you made me go. You gave me energy, and I just kept bringing it. I will never forget that interview.
You know what I love about you? The times that I've seen you being you, so playing out the space, is the honesty.
Right.
right? Because I think a lot of times when we talk about finances, everybody wants to come with their best foot forward.
Right.
Like, I save, darling. I budget. I can save it. I can budget it. Like, the basics are wrong, let alone portfolios and other things, you know?
Right.
Why is that so important when you're teaching, when you're engaging, to have that level of honesty?
Because if it's not going to be honest and if it's not going to be impactful to the audience, then what's the point? I remember a turning point in my journey was when I came off a news interview and my grandmother was like, oh my gosh, you were so amazing. I didn't understand a word you said because I wanted to throw in the jargon. I wanted to sound smart. And I realized then if I'm not going to be speaking to a point of understanding and impact with my audience, then why am I doing this? To sound smart, to get accolades? No. And that's why I'm honest about the reality of finance, the links between finance and our psychology, our childhood trauma, power dynamics, because as much as we say, women, you must take charge of your finances,
What does that
but
even
you get home
mean?
and your man is like, Willia ing, but lompulaya. Then we need to have a conversation around, okay, let's take a step back. How do we manage that scenario and those non-financial barriers that stand between where women are and where they're trying to get to on their wealth journey?
And that's the truth. And that's what I love about what today is about, because I feel like we're going to get into all those nuggets to get to the place where we start to speak about our finances and recognize that it's not an island.
No.
It's a part of who we are. It's our everyday. For somebody who's watching, what can we expect from you on the panel?
Today on the panel, we have but 20 minutes, meaning I need to bring it. I need to get straight to the point. I cannot waffle or go via Orlando with my stories.
Yeah.
And what you can expect is really nuggets around my financial setbacks, where I have made mistakes as the voice of finance in South Africa and on the continent, and also how I have managed to get back on top after having fallen before.
We love you.
We love you more.
Quickly, how do we follow you on socials?
Follow me on Instagram at I am Samkem Mhlongo, Twitter as well, I am Samkem Mhlongo, as well as Facebook, and on LinkedIn, it's Samkem Mhlongo. I'm apparently also on TikTok as well, because my social media team is that bad, and it is I am Samkem Mhlongo on TikTok as well. So you'll see me there doing reels, doing, you know.
The things.
Yes.
And what Jima these days, I want to hip the cabinets really no. Tama. Make sure that you do follow her. If you really want to get that advice, buy the book, follow the podcast, and learn as much as you can. Oh my goodness, we are minutes away. It's happening. It's season 4 of a hashtag She Owns Her Success. It's going to be an incredible afternoon of masterclasses, workshops, interaction, questions, answers, which is so important to us here this afternoon, that you're not just here to listen, but you're here to participate and be part of it. And of course, competitions galore. We're going to be having so much fun. Make sure that you are joining us. It's about that time. We're going to head over as we get ready for the live show.
Skies, and I would ask tomorrow to bring me a truthful life. And I would ask for tomorrow to help you to open your eyes. There's a cloud of love passing our way.
I have the absolute pleasure of standing here with Charlotte. She is the head of brand for Momentum, and she is with us this afternoon looking like a
snazzy baby,
like
snazzy baby. I can say the same for you. You look gorgeous.
Today we don't say something. We say something nice.
Something nice.
Something nice. It's a beautiful day.
Oh, awesome.
The ladies are looking absolutely amazing.
Gosh.
We've got ladies who are virtually watching us. It's going to be a fantastic afternoon. She goes for it again.
Again and again and again.
And again and again and again. What do we mean by that?
It means so many things. Let me take it home and make it personal. For me, in corporate, I have had so many failures. Being a young woman, being a black woman, being a woman who has a scientific background and then stepping into marketing. And so I've had a lot of mentors and coaches, but along the way, I've had a few missteps, you know. I've been advised, been ill-advised, and sometimes I haven't taken good advice, but I keep going for it again and again and again because I want that title. I want, and when I say title, not necessarily head of brand. It could be coach, mentor, mother, nurturer of a team of 18, whatever it is that is important to me. And in terms of how I define success, I go for it again and again. And sometimes it's not based on failure. Sometimes it's you're going to go study that MBA because you've just finished studying your law degree. So sometimes it's based on success because there's something inborn in you that is pushing you for better and better and more.
I said to one of our guests earlier on, die krag, man. There's a thing here that just pushes you to go, no, we're going again.
Yes,
and again,
I love that. Die krag, the power
the
within.
Power within that comes out. We have a line of speakers. We have a panel. One thing that I love to emphasize, and I'm going to do it again now, is that oftentimes we speak about masterclasses, you know, and we forget that there's a question and answer session. Why is this so important today?
Q&As are so important because it's really not about momentum. And I know I'm making a controversial statement. Today, it's not about momentum. Today, it's about the she. Whatever your pronoun, it's about you, the individual. So if we bring you these beautiful partners, these thought leaders, we've got to give you an opportunity to have a voice, and we've got to give you an opportunity to disagree. We've got to give you an opportunity to be able to engage online and also ask the speakers something of their lived testimony, because advice isn't always momentum or the corporate dishing out the best advice. Sometimes the advice comes in looking for people who look like you or who have experienced something similar to you, whether it's marriage, divorce, you know, the birth of your first child. So we want Q&A so that people are stimulated to say that thing that's pushing you inside. This is your moment to be brave, put up your hand and ask the difficult or sometimes the relevant question.
Absolutely love it. And I'm looking forward to that. And we really do encourage you this afternoon that, look, you're not just watching. You're here to ask those questions. You're here to disagree, you know, have your say in the conversation. We are all here to learn. Thank you so much for having a moment to speak to us.
Always a pleasure.
You can run along. I know we're like, hey,
1 minute, 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Okay, we've got a bit of time.
Time is going. Ladies, thank you so much for joining us for the red carpet experience. It's that moment we've all been waiting for. We're going to cross over live. It's going to be amazing. And one thing I'm going to ask you to do is take it all in. But more than that, interact, talk to us, ask us questions. Your commentary is welcomed. Make sure that you are with us throughout this afternoon. Your presence is needed. For now, though, I'm going to go do a little change because the live show is about to start. Let's go.